What we're going to do is look at how to reset your alien ship. So at the minute, what we can see is that when we press play, that the alien ship starts off and you can shoot it, and once you've shot it, it will disappear, and then that's it, the alien ship's gone. Now, the problem with that, of course, is that if you're playing a game, you can imagine how many of these alien ships you would have to create and all their code and everything for each one if you had to do each one separately. But of course, this is a computer game. So the good thing about programming is that we can actually just reset it so that it would come out again. This alien ship would fly out again, and we could have several of these over a period of time coming out. Now, the way to do it, there's several ways you could do this, of course, but the best way we can think of doing this at the minute, or I can think of doing it, is to do this thing where I can use this when play message has been used when I receive a message in broadcasting. So I've got a broadcast here, and I've got alien ship start. So what I'll do is I'll stick that under the hide here. So essentially when I get shot, or when the alien ship gets shot, it destroys, repeats this 6 times, and changes its next costume so it looks like it's exploding, hides, and then we've got this broadcast alien ship start. But what about this bit? This is where our ship starts. So instead of that, what I'm going to do is have take this bit, change that to alien ship start, put this one up, put this up here, and then stick this one down here, and then I'll have this one send broadcast alien ship start. Okay, so this is more or less what we want. It's not going to be 100%, but let's have a look at how it works. So you can see that it starts off at, we've got 0 here for my alien ship 01. And if I'm shooting, I've got 4, 7, and 8. And then it's come back again straight away. Now, the only problem you can see is, at the minute, you can see it's continuously pixelating. That's because we haven't reset the graphics for it. So we've got this change pixelate effect. So it's an effect under the looks. So what we could do is clear graphic effects. And just put that there. And just make sure it always clears those graphic effects every time that the alien ship comes back in or restarts as such. Now you can see it's just worked. Perfect. Now, of course, we don't want it always to come back in straight away, as you can see is the case of what's happening here. It's always coming back in, just flying in from the same location as well. So of course what we can do is we can make it a little bit more random. So here we've got it coming in from the X position being 240 from the top. So here you can see this is where it is, X 240, Y 180. Now you could put in a random at that one, so you could say random here, and you put, instead of 240, you could put, well, minus 240 to 240, and that makes a whole lot of difference. So if we play that now, you see it's just come in from the left hand side instead of the right as before. Now it's come in from sort of a little bit still on the left, now it's come in from the right. And it's starting to look a little bit more like a proper computer game where we get these ships coming in from different locations. Right, so sometimes, because it is random, you know, you're going to get several times it's coming in from a certain position. And there's coming in from the middle. Okay, so that works, right? So that's just that random. Now, in the same understanding of how to use that random for that, we could also then just say, well, you've got this wait 1 second, and then you could do a random between a certain time. So you could do it 1 to 10 seconds, or you could do it 1 to 60 seconds, 1 to 30 seconds, 1 to 20. It depends on your game. Now, if your game has more than one alien ship, then maybe you want to do the time that it sort of respawns, as you might call this. You've probably heard this in computer game terminology. Spawning or respawning is where this alien ship is coming back in again. So where it respawns is on a random, but then when it respawns, you could put it on a random as well. So if I do 1 to 10 seconds, that's fine if I had, like, say, 2 or 3 alien ships, and that's probably just enough for my ship to attack. But if I had loads and loads of alien ships, I might put between 1 and 60, or even start it between 30, that it wouldn't come back until at least 30 seconds later. You could do that kind of thing. So I'll do one between 1 and 5 for the moment. Now, where do we put this wait? Well, you've got a choice. If you do, say, 1 to 5 seconds, then you could do this at the start of this one, or you could do it at the end of this one. So what would happen? What's the difference? Well, it means that whenever you press play to play the game, an alien ship comes out straight away. And then once you've killed that or destroyed that alien ship, then it would be between 1 and 5 seconds that it would come out again. If you put it here, the difference is at the start of the game, an alien ship might not come out straight away, right? And the other thing you can notice is what's happening here is that when I press play, it's sticking there from where its last position was. So where should I put it? Well, I should probably put it right up down there. Okay, so that means that it does all of these things first, then waits, and then shows, and then flies around the place, right? So you can see, if I press play, it's disappeared, of course, because I've got that bit of code. Now it's come in after a couple of seconds, destroyed it, and a few seconds later it's come back in. It's not come back in straight away, but I've only put 1 to 5 seconds here, so it's going to do a maximum of 5 seconds. Okay, so that works pretty well. And as I say, you can then change these numbers depending on how you want it to be for the game. The most important thing is to think about this and how you're doing this broadcast to get this to loop back over to start all of this again.